On Apple Valley News Now at 6, teaming up. We'll learn about the new partnership between Pasco Police and Franklin County Emergency Management.
And we had a few clouds and a gloomy start, but a nice evening ahead and a long stretch of beautiful weather on the way. I'm tracking all of that in your First Alert weather forecast.
Plus, we'll see the technology used to monitor an underground fire at a landfill in Yakima.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner. The Kittitas County Jail has made significant improvements over the past 4 years to its substance abuse disorder and mental health treatment programs for inmates with the help of federal grants. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us a new investment by the Department of Justice will help them continue a program jail officials say is leading to less people returning to jail once they're released.
Inmates struggling with opioid use often face withdrawals going into jail and potentially fatal overdoses getting out. But the Kittitas County Jail says its medications for opioid use disorder program helps.
The way Suboxone works is it blocks receptors that create the craving. They can rebuild their life into what it was before that burning desire for fentanyl or whatever it is took over.
The program launched in 2020 with a $600,000 grant from the DOJ, and jail officials say the research shows it's working.
For people who live in Kittitas County, our across-the-board recidivism rate during this first test period was about 35%.
But for inmates participating in the MOUD program, it dropped to 22% the first year, and now down to under 12%.
That reduction, those kinds of numbers, make us feel confident that a significant impact is happening.
One that'll continue for another 3 years, thanks to an additional $800,000 DOJ grant.
They pay for the medications. They pay for all of the medical providers that are necessary to effectively administer that kind of a system.
And for more independent research to evaluate the effectiveness of the MOUD program, which isn't available in the majority of jails.
Hopefully, we're going to be building a body of knowledge that's going to help corrections facilities throughout our state. Putting a person who commits a crime in a concrete box does not change the person. Yes, they have to be accountable, but you have to take that time to try to change behaviors.
Jail officials say they plan to look for more opportunities to do that moving forward, to help the inmates get their lives back and to keep the community safe. In Kittitas County, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Kittitas County Jail officials say the program complements the work that they're doing to help inmates with mental health issues, like having a mental health professional inside the jail. Governor Jay Inslee has signed off on the paperwork to send 36-year-old Shanna Gardner back to Florida, where she's charged with killing her ex-husband, Microsoft executive Jared Bridegan. Prosecutors say Gardner and her current husband hired an acquaintance to ambush and kill Bridegan last year. Gardner moved to West Richland shortly afterwards. In August of this year, police arrested her at her home in connection with the case. Now, although Washington and Florida now have an agreement to extradite Gardner, it's not clear exactly when that will happen. Franklin County Emergency Management and Pasco Police invited us, the media, to their training earlier today to announce a new partnership. So the training was all about how to effectively communicate with the media and what strategies are best. We helped with setting cameras and filming them so that officers can get used to having cameras around.
Franklin County Emergency Management partnered with Pasco Fire. They are providing some information. They're educating the police department, especially with some of our new hires, on how to effectively communicate with the media. It's our goal to be extremely transparent, provide as much information as we can to the community because it's very important.
They're hoping that this training is successful at getting people ready for the future. We have a travel alert tonight from the Benton County Sheriff's Office. This time of year, you're going to see a lot more elk and deer out and about. It is the annual rut. So on its Facebook page, the Benton County Sheriff's Office says deputies have responded to numerous collisions involving deer and elk on or near the Hanford Reservation. Those have happened either early in the morning or during the evening drive. The Sheriff's Office is asking everyone to pay close attention so that you arrive at your destination safely. We know the days are getting shorter, but they're going to be pretty sunny this week. Stacey Lee joins us now with your First Alert forecast.
That's right. We started out with some clouds and some moisture this morning. That has moved out of the area. Now the winds have moved in to the Ellensburg area, Mountain Gap regions. We'll see some breezy to gusty winds tonight. Those should start to die down, but we'll see those winds return in that area tomorrow. Dust Devil Geisa Sky Cam, 72 degrees. A lovely looking night tonight. Again, a few clouds hanging around. Those will start to move out of the area. Our winds at 7 miles an hour. Our sunset at 6:33. Let's take a look at that temperature trend over the next 24 hours. We move down into the 50s by midnight, and we'll stay down till about 6 a.m. And then look at this, nice clear skies with temperatures in the 70s. In Yakima, again, those temperatures a little bit cooler there, dropping down to about 49 degrees overnight and then climbing right back into the 70s. But again, take note, clear skies, sunshine headed our way. So partly cloudy, breezy tonight, mild and sunny tomorrow. Beautiful week ahead and a gorgeous weekend ahead. Plus, get ready, more rain and cooler temps on the way next week. I'll get to all of that in your First Alert full weather forecast. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. The Washington Department of Ecology and the Yakima Health District are now using thermal data to monitor an ongoing underground fire at the DTG Anderson landfill in Yakima. DTG Recycle has been working with state and county officials as well as a landfill fire consultant to address this fire. Their current strategy is smothering the fire with soil and placing gas probes near hotspots to monitor for emissions while they work on a long-term plan to get the fire out. Ecology officials recently sent a thermal drone to check temperatures at 3 areas on site and help them get a fuller picture of the situation.
The thermal data gives us more information about what we already think we know about the fire, and it helps confirm if the soil cover is working and what we need to change in our approach to address it.
And while the investigation into potential contamination continues, ecology officials said so far the fire is controlled and there's no sign of additional hazards. Washington voters have a general election coming up November 7th, and preparations are now underway in our region. Tomorrow, the Franklin County Auditor will hold a logic and accuracy test of the vote tabulating equipment. Again, that comes up tomorrow afternoon at 2 at the Franklin County Election Center in Pasco. A similar logic and accuracy test will take place tomorrow morning in Walla Walla at 10. That test will be performed on the optical scan system used in tabulating election ballots. That takes place at the elections office on Main Street in Walla Walla. And your phone is going to make some noise tomorrow at 11:20 in the morning. FEMA is planning a nationwide test of the emergency alert system. It's going to go to every phone. It does not matter if the phone is set to silent or not. The alert is going to come through. So that means if you're in any situation where you need to have a secret phone, you're going to want to turn it off to avoid getting that alert. New numbers tonight show the impact of the United Auto Workers strike. According to analysis from Anderson Economic Group, the first 2 weeks of the strike cost nearly $4 billion. That's up from $1.6 billion in losses from the first week. The second week of targeted strikes added 38 General Motors and Stellantis plants to the 3 Ford, GM, and Stellantis plants already on strike. At least 18,000 auto workers hit the picket lines, making the second week costlier than the first. Direct lost wages added up to $325 million. The companies lost more than $1.1 billion. Suppliers lost an estimated $1.2 billion, which is the same amount that dealers lost. Now, General Motors is laying off 164 workers at stamping plants in Parma, Ohio and Marion, Indiana. Workers there aren't on strike, but the metal parts that they stamp are sent to assembly lines that have been impacted by the strike. Ford is laying off 330 workers at a stamping plant in Chicago and an engine plant in Lima, Ohio. This comes after GM already laid off more than 1,800 workers. Ford let 600 go. And as we mentioned last night, tens of thousands of healthcare workers with Kaiser Permanente are preparing to go on strike tomorrow. We're told this does not involve Kaiser Permanente Washington, but it would still be the largest healthcare strike in U.S. history and have a significant impact on Oregon. The healthcare workers say they're planning to strike for just 3 days, although they could stage another walkout in November if a contract isn't approved before then. Now, the country had unexpected job growth over the summer. The number of available jobs grew in August. The Bureau of Labor Statistics says there were an estimated 9.6 million open positions. That bucks a 3-month decline and shows the continued strength of the labor market. Meanwhile, the number of new hires ticked up slightly from July, as did the number of workers who quit their jobs. Layoffs held steady in August. The community has a chance to network tomorrow with law enforcement. Wednesday is National Coffee with a Cop Day, and Kennewick Police will be holding an event at Rockabilly Roasting Company on Kennewick Avenue tomorrow morning at 9. In Richland, Coffee with a Cop begins at 9 at the Cozy Cup on Keene Road. And in Pasco, Coffee with a Cop begins at 3:30 tomorrow afternoon at La Palma Market. It's a recent addition in many American kitchens. Coming up tonight, we're talking details on an air fryer recall. Plus, the dark side of artificial intelligence, how it might leave teens feeling exposed. And tomorrow looks sunny and maybe a bit warmer than today. Stacey Lee is tracking the details in your First Alert forecast next on Apple Valley News Now at 6.
Leading the way and hitting our mark for 30 years. Your locally owned and operated Arrow Construction Supply.
Who is Culligan? Your local water experts since 1936. The world's most efficient water softener. Safer drinking water in every glass. Convenient, reliable delivery. Industry-leading technology. Here for every water worry.
Stop thinking, let things happen, and be the ball. Better yet, see the ball with K2 Vision RLE. K2 Vision RLE. No readers, glasses, contacts, or cataracts.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Every day is different here at Ben Franklin Transit. With over 400 vehicles ranging from vans to 40-foot coaches, it takes a skilled workforce to keep our fleet running smoothly. We're looking for mechanics and equipment service workers to join the Ben Franklin Transit maintenance team. With unmatched benefits and generous paid time off, we care about our employees on and off the lot. If you're interested, please apply online at bft.org/careers and join the team that keeps the Tri-Cities moving.
Check out Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds, your local Old Hickory Sheds dealer. We sell and deliver a wide variety of buildings, including storage sheds, lofted barns, playhouses, cabins, and more. Come visit us at 3680 West Van Giesen Street in West Richland.
Experience Minecraft like never before at Minecraft the Exhibition, now at the MAC. Explore the 3D world of the best-selling video game of all time and pop culture phenomenon in this dynamic and immersive exhibition. Step inside the blocky world of Minecraft based on actual in-game builds. Meet 15 life-size Minecraft creatures, including the explosive creeper and mysterious Enderman. Try the game and explore some epic creations from the community. Minecraft the Exhibition for players and non-players of all ages at the MAC in Spokane.
Stop thinking, let things happen, and be the ball. Better yet, see the ball with K2 Vision RLE. K2 Vision RLE. No readers, glasses, contacts, or cataracts.
I'm Buzz the Bee from the Painting Bees. I'm a local bee. I started painting houses, and here I am. So what do? We're a local painting company. We paint exterior, we do interior painting, and cabinetry as well. And we're here to take care of everybody, even the DIYers. And so why shouldn't you do this by yourself? Because of our combined 15 years of experience painting homes in the Tri-Cities area. So if you're interested in a free estimate, visit our website or call us at 509-591-8160.
Leading the way and hitting our mark for 30 years. Your locally owned and operated Arrow Construction Supply.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. A warning tonight about a new scheme targeting teenagers with the help of artificial intelligence. A group of boys in Spain are now accused of using an app to digitally undress dozens of girls. ABC has a look at the details.
A wake-up call for parents as more teens begin to explore artificial intelligence. Experts say what happened to a group of girls in Spain recently could happen anywhere. Spanish authorities say more than 30 girls ages 12 to 14 started receiving fake nude images of themselves. The images were created using an app powered by artificial intelligence that undresses people. Police say a group of teen boys had used photos from the girls' social media profiles, uploaded them to the app, and shared them on social media.
So essentially, these apps virtually strip individuals, and that enables folks to distribute images of them in attempts maybe to sexually shame them, to humiliate them, or just because they think it's funny.
Sophie Maddox, an expert on cybersexual violence, says these apps are becoming more accessible.
This issue is happening for everyday people, not just celebrities and folks in the public eye.
And while these nude images are fabricated, experts like Carrie Goldberg, who's not involved in the Spain case but who has represented victims of digital sexual abuse, says the impact on victims is long-lasting.
They're very compelling and convincing photos so that it really does look like it's a picture of the victim nude. It really has the same devastating consequences as if it was an actual photograph that depicted you. The harm isn't any different. Children in particular don't have the coping mechanism to realize that this could be a solvable problem.
Experts say it's important to create a safe space for your child to come forward.
It's really important to seek the support of a trusted adult whenever you see or experience something online that makes you feel uncomfortable.
And as far as whether or not these deepfake nude apps should even exist, experts agree they're creating much more harm than good, fueling more calls for government regulation of this expanding technology. Emmanuel Saliba, ABC News, New York.
Now, as for the case in Spain, police say they have located the people responsible and an investigation is ongoing. Now let's talk about the weather. We've been talking about the phenomenon known as El Nino. Our already active hurricane season could see new life in its final stretch. Typically, the number of named storms tends to drop off near the end of October, but with El Nino dominating and suppressing hurricane activity. This year, though, more storms could possibly develop in the open ocean, where temperatures have been unusually warm. Experts have called this uncharted waters. They say they continue to struggle to make a confident forecast. The Atlantic hurricane season has had 18 named storms so far, which is already above average. The Atlantic hurricane season ends November 30th.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And it is uncharted, but we're seeing some beautiful weather this evening. We started out gray, gloomy, and wet. Right now, 72 Legends Casino Skycam, Columbia Point and Richland. Winds are light in the Columbia Basin, 7 miles an hour. Our sunset at 6:33. Now, we are seeing much cooler air in this big swath here over Utah into Montana. They've had some snow showers in the Rockies, even Nevada and parts of Oregon. So that cool air continues. But we have a big ridge of high pressure that's going to start to move in. It's building up right now. There's a low pressure system moving that system up into Canada, but we're going to see clear skies and sunshine headed our way, and again warmer temperatures thanks to that ridge of high pressure. Futurecast will show it. Here's the proof. Again, we'll see those clearing skies as we move through the night tonight, getting into your day tomorrow, nice and clear in the mornings. Going to be a beautiful day. Afternoon, getting into our Thursday, nothing but clear skies. So good news on the weather front here in the Mid-Columbia Basin and through the Yakima-Kittitas Valley. Now, we are seeing some breezy and gusty winds. We're seeing gusts up to 30 miles an hour or so in Ellensburg tonight. Those will continue to blow through the evening. As we get into tomorrow morning, you'll still see some breezy winds, especially in the Mountain Gap areas. Columbia Basin Tri-Cities will be breezy to windy in the morning, along with Dayton. As the day goes on, those winds will start to decrease in the Columbia Basin and pick back up there in the Kittitas and Yakima Valley. But things are looking much better on Thursday wind-wise, nice and calm with lots of sunshine. Temperature trends, we're trending above average moving forward starting tomorrow all the way towards the weekend, where we'll see those temperatures bumping up close to 80 degrees. In Yakima, several degrees above the average for this time of year, with a very nice weekend on tap. So things are looking good. Now, temperatures tonight, once again, pretty much like we've been seeing the last couple of nights. A little bit warmer, though, as we see a 50-degree temp tonight in Ellensburg, 49 in Yakima, 46 overnight in Toppenish. Moving into the Columbia Basin, again, very warm in the Tri-Cities and Hermiston in the 50s, Prosser at 48, Moses Lake and Connell at 47. Looking toward the foothills of the Blues, those temperatures in the 40s and 50s there. So very nice weather. Those clouds will start to move on out tonight, but those breezy winds will continue in the Yakima, Kittitas Valley, Columbia Basin. Tomorrow's daytime highs, mid-70s here, low 70s in Ellensburg. We'll all be in the mid-70s here in the Columbia Basin. Foothills of the Blues, 60s and 70s. Good looking forecast. Planning your day tomorrow, again, those temperatures a little bit cool out the door. 70s though by noon, and look at that, we'll be in the mid-70s for most of the area, 70 degrees in Walla Walla. And you know, this weekend would be a good time to get up to the Cascade Mountains. We're going to see high color, peak color going on across the Cascades, plus the nice weather. So a good weekend to check that out as well. Short-term forecast moving towards the weekend, sunny and gorgeous, 70s, overnight lows in the 40s. Columbia Basin in the mid-70s, 77, nice and warm on Thursday. Those overnight lows cooling down into the 40s. And in Walla Walla, beautiful weather there as well, moving towards the weekend with those overnight lows in the 40s. I've got more on the way, including your reason to smile. That's coming up in just a few minutes. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. We're hoping that nice weather is going to stick around because we are talking about a local chalk art festival coming up in just a few minutes. But first, an air fryer recall, why these are being taken off of kitchen counters. That's next on Apple Valley News Now at 6.
KFC's Wednesday Country Fried Steak Meal is a delicious value, complete with mashed potatoes with gravy, coleslaw, and a biscuit, all for the incredible price of just $5.99. Really, what's left to say? How about see you again next Wednesday? Country Fried Steak Meal, just $5.99, only at KFC.
Our customers depend on us for everything. We grow well over 200 different crop varieties, and there's tremendous diversity within our trade territory. We spend a lot of time and work a lot with our customers on enhancing and utilization of the products that John Deere offers. From a technology perspective, we do what we say every single day.
My forever partner is in this house.
You my little boo thing.
Here's the Social Security.
I'll be shooting that shot like 2K, girl.
It's never too late.
Got the best of mine.
Every 15 minutes, someone is involved in a semi-truck collision in the U.S. Whatever the cause, big trucks mean big crashes, resulting in serious, even fatal injuries, large medical bills, and loss of wages. If you've been injured in a crash with a big rig, call Abeda Nelson Injury Law today. We've handled the most big truck accidents in Central Washington over the last 40 years, recovering millions for our clients. Abeda Nelson, we take your injury personally.
Wait, hold up. DQ put fries and onion rings in a chicken strip basket? Did you know this? Oh, of course you did. It's sitting right in front of you. Sorry. I mean, you got fries and onion rings together. Is this for real?
Hey, baby, wait.
Oh, yep. That just got really real. Grab a chicken strip and fry rings basket.
Okay, just one.
DQ, happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
Vegas action is closer than you think. The fun is waiting for you at Nob Hill Casino. Come in and pull up a chair at your choice of blackjack, pai gow, heads up hold'em, or high card flush, and play with the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club to take your game to the next level and earn rewards for food, bowling, prizes, and cash. There's always a spot for you at Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
You're being honored for all of your many volunteer hours. Dan and Doug Hester have earned Catholic Charities Volunteer Services Program a $1,000 donation from STCU.
Please tell us a story of someone you believe is making an impact.
Consumer alert tonight regarding the recall of 6,400 air fryers that due to fire and burn hazards. The two impacted models were sold at Sakura's website and Amazon from May of 2019 through October of 2020. They were between $48 and $90 a piece. A wire connection in the unit can overheat. So far, they've gotten 9 reports of the air fryers burning or smoking. So if you have one, stop using it. Contact Sakura for a $45 Amazon gift card or a free replacement. You do have to submit photos of the recalled unit with the power cord cut off and include the product's date code at the bottom of the fryer. Sakura is contacting all known purchasers. It's the biggest Powerball jackpot so far this year. Tomorrow night's drawing is now worth $1.2 billion. That after no winning ticket in Monday's drawing had all the winning numbers. The next drawing tomorrow night at 8. By the way, if you were to win and take the cash option, you'd receive more than $500 million before Uncle Sam gets a cut. Surviving a changing climate, what Starbucks has developed, new tonight at 6:30. But first, Stacey Lee has your reason to smile.
And this is a beautiful Yakima sunrise. Becky Mervos of Yakima grabbed this morning. Good job, Becky. You look at those clouds out there, but the sun beaming through. And again, it's going to be gorgeous the next couple of days. So get outside, snap those photos, and send them to me, Esley at AppleValleyNewsNow.com. Reason to Smile brought to you by West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental in Pasco.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Carl's Jr.'s new Big Char Chili Burger is big on charbroiled flavor, big on smoky sweet heat with a whole charred Anaheim chili, and big on savings with a Big Char Chili Combo for just $7.99.
Spicy chicken McNuggets, breaded in tempura and made with cayenne, are just the right amount of fire emoji, chili emoji, grinning face with sweat emoji, and wouldn't it be double fire emoji if they came back? Spicy chicken McNuggets, they're back. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Michael Ray, live in concert. Saturday, October 7th, Legends Casino. Michael Ray. Saturday, October 7th, Legends Casino. On sale now at Ticketmaster and the Casino Gift Shop. Don't miss Michael Ray live.
The road can be a crazy place. Uh-oh! That's why Les Schwab Tires fixes brakes, steering, and more. And those guys don't. Keep driving. I'm just glad Les Schwab puts my safety first, so I can backseat drive with confidence.
During our fall tire sales, save up to $250 on a set of 4 select tires. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Every day is different here at Ben Franklin Transit. With over 400 vehicles ranging from vans to 40-foot coaches, it takes a skilled workforce to keep our fleet running smoothly. We're looking for mechanics and equipment service workers to join the Ben Franklin Transit maintenance team. With unmatched benefits and generous paid time off, we care about our employees on and off the lot. If you're interested, please apply online at bft.org/careers and join the team that keeps the Tri-Cities moving.
Did you see this? It says most people are going to need long-term care that health insurance and Medicare won't cover.
I saw that, and it got me thinking, if I need to pay for home modifications or in-home care, I am not prepared. Are you?
Not really. I mean, whatever happens, I just want to know that I'll be able to get care and stay in my own home as I age.
Right? I want that too. So,
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help.
Businesses, community organizations, and people of all walks of life have joined together for Riverfest 2023. Riverfest is free family fun entertainment featuring exhibitors, live music, and vendors showcasing all the benefits of our river system. Join us Saturday, October 7th from 10 to 3 at Columbia Park in Kennewick. Find out more at riverfestwa.com or on Facebook. Riverfest 2023. Our rivers, our life. Bring the whole family.
If something's missing in your morning without a McDonald's breakfast, then try a new bagel sandwich. With fluffy egg, melty cheese, and your choice of a steak patty with grilled onion or bacon or sausage, well, those will fill the void deliciously. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Carl's Jr.'s new Big Char Chili Burger is big on charbroiled flavor, big on smoky sweet heat with a whole charred Anaheim chili, and big on savings with a Big Char Chili Combo for just $7.99.
It is almost time for Yakima sidewalks to become colorful canvases. The Chalk Art Festival is coming up in downtown Yakima on October 14th from 10 until 3. It's free. It's a chance to check out some of your neighbors showing off their artistic sides, bringing ordinary squares of blank concrete to life. You can check out the Downtown Yakima Association for volunteer sign-up details. And a history-making day in the U.S. House of Representatives, lawmakers did something that's never actually succeeded before. Also helping healthcare workers a grant which may go a long way towards protecting and retaining them. And an artist from Eastern Washington is recuperating after being shot in New Mexico. The news at 6:30 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
In May of 2023, Good Shepherd Healthcare System in Hermiston was given a grant of nearly $50,000 from the Oregon Center for Nursing. Apple Valley News Now's Anna Trejo says this money is going towards helping healthcare workers, which might just save their lives.
The Oregon Center of Nursing surveyed 5,000 nurses and got some alarming feedback. 97% of those surveyed say they are burnt out, overloaded with work, and are experiencing high stress levels, leading workers to want to leave their jobs or contemplate suicide. Good Shepherd Healthcare System wanted to help its healthcare workers get some help and applied for a grant through the Oregon Center for Nursing's RN Wellbeing Program.
And what COVID taught us is that it's really a lot of micro stressors building up over time. And we realized we really need to place a strategic focus on making sure we are helping people develop coping mechanisms.
The constant pressure to provide quality care to patients takes a huge toll on mental health and can increase anxiety and depression. The grant will help the hospital focus on the well-being of its healthcare workers. One of the ways it's being applied is partnering with Community Counseling Solutions. Jessica Rieker is a director of community and outreach for Good Shepherd, says, the key is finding healthier methods to cope.
Individual counseling sessions and group counseling sessions are offered both in-site and virtually.
When workers are experiencing a decline in mental health, it can lead to errors due to lack of attention to detail, which can compromise patient safety. Janine Redding, Vice President of Human Resources, says the grant, a total of over $49,000, can also help keep quality healthcare workers on the job.
The ethos of what we're trying to achieve with this grant and different programs like this is just making sure that we take care of our employees so that they can focus on taking care of the community. That's really the driving force behind why we're doing this.
Redding says healthcare workers at the hospital have already booked appointments and are making sure they are taken care of as they take care of us. Reporting in Hermiston, Anna Trejo, Apple Valley News Now.
Now, the grant is expected to last 2 years, and the ultimate goal, of course, is to improve the well-being of the participants. Now, one easy way to improve your well-being, get outside in the sunshine if you can. We're going to have a lot of opportunity for that this week. Stacey Lee has a look at your first alert forecast.
That's right. Get out and enjoy the sunshine. We're tracking some breezy to gusty winds right now. Ellensburg, Yakima, Toppenish area. They're starting to decrease a little bit, but a little breezy tonight. Lighter winds here in the Columbia Basin, but the sun is definitely out. 72 degrees. The sunset, though, at 6:33, so it's not going to be here much longer. Our feels like temp is 72. It's gorgeous. Plan your day tomorrow. Again, out the door, look for those temps in the 50s. A little on the cool side, but not bad. 70s by lunchtime. We'll be in the upper 60s there in Walla Walla, and then you'll be in the mid 70s by 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So it is going to be a lovely day. Plan accordingly. Get out, take those walks. Visit a pumpkin patch, go pick some apples. Again, partly cloudy, breezy tonight, mild and sunny tomorrow. A beautiful weekend on top of this beautiful week ahead. But get ready, we have another shift in the weather beginning next week with more rain and cooler temperatures. I'll get to all of that in your first alert full weather forecast. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. On Capitol Hill, continuing chaos in the House of Representatives as lawmakers today voted to remove House Speaker Kevin McCarthy from his leadership position. This is the first time that has ever happened. You may remember at the beginning of this year, it took more than a dozen rounds of voting for McCarthy to win the speakership in the first place. Now, ahead of the vote to remove him, some lawmakers within his own party said they were concerned that McCarthy relied on votes from Democrats to avoid a government shutdown over the weekend.
The Speaker fought through 15 votes in January to become Speaker, but was only willing to fight through one failed CR before surrendering to the Democrats on Saturday.
You know, when Gates was asked this morning who's next, he didn't have an answer. So in other words, you can embrace chaos, but if you don't have an answer on how best to move forward, then get out of the way. These type of asinine gestures don't help us at all.
Now, this means that the House has to find a successor before they can continue working on the budget. That deadline was delayed by the continuing resolution, but it is now set for November 17th. Hunter Biden pleaded not guilty today to felony gun charges in federal court. He's facing 2 counts, accused of lying on the forms required to buy a gun and then of having a gun he wasn't allowed as a drug user. These new charges come after a plea deal between Hunter Biden and prosecutors fell apart back in July. They're the first charges since David Weiss, who's a Trump-appointed U.S. attorney, has been investigating Hunter Biden since 2018. was elevated to special counsel by Attorney General Merrick Garland in August. Hunter Biden's attorney said they're planning on filing a motion to dismiss the case, saying they'll challenge the constitutionality of at least one of those charges, and they're arguing that elements of the plea deal that fell apart are still in effect. Meanwhile, former President Trump also returned to court today. He's facing a civil fraud trial in New York, accused of lying about his business assets in order to get better deals. The judge already ruled that Trump and his sons engaged in fraud. This trial is set to determine how much Trump and his company will pay in damages and penalties. The New York Attorney General is asking for at least $250 million in penalties and a ban on Trump doing business in the state. It's the first time prosecutors here in Washington have filed charges against police officers under the rules set by I-940, which made it easier to prosecute law enforcement over the use of force. 3 Tacoma police officers are on trial, charged with murder and manslaughter in the death of Manuel Ellis. Ellis died in March of 2020 after police officers allegedly punched him, deployed a taser, put him in a chokehold, and then held him face down on the ground, even though Ellis said he couldn't breathe. The Pierce County Medical Examiner says Ellis died because of lack of oxygen, but lawyers for the officers hired experts who say that Ellis had medical conditions and a history of chronic drug use, including, they say, using meth on the night that he died.
He's in handcuffs and it still takes multiple officers to try and subdue him. Again, our opinion is that again shows the effects of methamphetamine.
Now, as to why officers interacted with Ellis in the first place, the police say Ellis hit the window of their cruiser and then swung his fists at them. 3 civilian witnesses have said they only saw Ellis walk by the cruiser and speak to the officers. A Spokane artist is now making a steady recovery after he was shot last week. Jacob Johns was participating in a protest in New Mexico when deputies say a man in a Make America Great Again hat shot him. Johns was flown to a hospital in Albuquerque for emergency surgery. Several vigils were recently held to pray for his recovery.
I want him to know that he has the support, and I want him to know that we are all behind him and we're all ready to pick up, the reins that he needs us to.
Now, Ferguson, who you just heard from there, says Johns is recovering in New Mexico with his family. Those with federal student loan debt have to resume making payments this month. The pause, which was initiated during the pandemic, ended Sunday. It means borrowers have a new bill to negotiate every month. A spokesperson with the Institute for Student Loan Advisors recommends that borrowers check the simulator tool at studentaid.gov to determine which repayment option is best for them. Due to the Biden administration's on-ramp plan, borrowers get a grace period on missed payments through next September, but interest is going to continue adding up. So if you can, you should avoid default, which happens if payments are not made for about 9 months.
It will have a significant negative impact on your credit report, which can affect other things like buying a house, the interest rates on your credit cards, a car loan, and so on. So default really should be avoided at all costs.
So if you are in default on federal student loans, you could also see your federal tax refund, maybe even a portion of your paycheck withheld. In health news tonight, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and it's still the second most common cancer among women in the United States. It is the leading cause of cancer deaths among women overall. The American Cancer Society says early detection is critical, as is knowing your breast cancer risk.
Breast cancer screening is much more than just about your age. It's about your family history, your genetics, if you know them, and your own personal medical history.
Now, according to the American Cancer Society, women with average risk should talk to their doctor about screenings beginning in their early 40s and should start getting a mammogram every year by the time you turn 45. Women at high risk should start that process with a breast MRI and mammogram every year starting at age 30. The FDA is warning hospitals not to give prematurely born babies probiotics. One baby died after it developed sepsis after receiving probiotics. In a letter, the FDA says bacteria and fungi found in those probiotics might put preemies at risk of potentially fatal infections. The manufacturer says it's cooperating with the FDA's ongoing investigation. It's agreed to recall the product involved and to notify healthcare providers. The company noted that its product is available to consumers but is not subject to investigation or recall. And a follow-up tonight, the drug companies that make 10 medications which are targeted for price negotiation say they are willing to work with the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, even though they're also suing to stop the price negotiation process. Opponents say because CMS is a government agency, letting them negotiate prices basically amounts to the government forcing companies to give up their product at a lower price. So far, though, it doesn't seem like that argument is holding up in court. One judge pointed out last week the companies are not technically required to do business with CMS. We're just 83 days from Christmas, and you can start to make a difference in the lives of children. In a social media post, the city of Yakima says the opportunity has opened for Toys for Tots donations. You can drop off new, unused, and unwrapped toys for the program at the Harmon Center in Yakima. Donations can be made at the front desk. A national coffee giant introduces something in hopes of surviving a changing climate. We're going to explain it coming up. And we're feeling fall-like for most of the week, but temperatures are creeping up. Stacey Lee is tracking your First Alert forecast. And we'll soar over a green destination for hitting 18 holes when we fly the northwest. You're watching Apple Valley News now at 6:30.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
KFC's Wednesday Country Fried Steak Meal is a delicious value, complete with mashed potatoes with gravy, coleslaw, and a biscuit, all for the incredible price of just $5.99. Really, what's left to say? How about see you again next Wednesday? Country Fried Steak Meal, just $5.99, only at KFC.
Time for a new roof? Let M&M Roofing replace it with a product so good, you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again. Plus, receive $1,000 off your new siding project for new construction as well as remodels. So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
Businesses, community organizations, and people of all walks of life have joined together for Riverfest 2023. Riverfest is free family fun entertainment featuring exhibitors, live music, and vendors showcasing all the benefits of our river system. Join us Saturday, October 7th from 10 to 3 at Columbia Park in Kennewick. Find out more at riverfestwa.com or on Facebook. Riverfest 2023. Our rivers, our life. Bring the whole family.
Stop thinking, let things happen, and be the ball. Better yet, see the ball with K2 Vision RLE. K2 Vision RLE. No readers, glasses, contacts, or cataracts.
Have you tried to reach your internet company lately?
Your wait time will be 45 minutes.
At Washington Broadband, we have techs right here in Yakima, so you have a friend to help you through your technology issues. We even have after-hours help.
Washington Broadband, how can I help you?
In this difficult time when every other business is raising their prices, we still haven't in 28 years of serving Yakima, not even fuel charges. We will be your consistent local internet. Washington Broadband, your original hometown source to the world.
The savings continue with BuyMart's latest savings book. See why over 1 million membership families save more at BuyMart. It's packed with 16 pages of store-wide savings, including sporting goods, Halloween candy and decor, and must-have pantry essentials. BuyMart's one-time $5 membership unlocks a lifetime of savings, and our employee owners are here to serve you. Save now with our latest savings book at BuyMart, your Northwest employee-owned membership store.
You like to keep your beard perfectly groomed, but she hates all that mess. Now there's VacuTrim by Bell & Howell, the total body shaver that trims your hair and vacuums it up. VacuTrim stainless steel blades give you a precision cut, while the built-in vacuum captures the hair shavings. It has 20 trim settings to shape your beard and tame body hair with no mess. Get VacuTrim with free shipping for only $39.95.
Call 1-800-521-6673. That's 1-800-521-6673 or go to vacutrim.com.
Well, check this out. Starbucks says it has developed climate-proof coffee. So this has been a concern because coffee needs very specific growing conditions, and experts are warning those very specific conditions won't be around for another 2 decades. So the Inter-American Development Bank says warming temperatures will wipe out half of the suitable farming area for coffee. Starbucks, though, says they have 6 new varieties that can handle hotter temperatures and disease. along with a new catalog that they're sending out to farmers. The chain says one variety will have notes of melon, honey, and sugar, while another has a citrus, herbal, floral taste. Well, here in our area, the start of fall means cooler conditions when you head out to the golf course, and the leaves are changing color as well. Tonight we'll soar over the golf course at Birch Creek, just a few miles south of Pendleton, for Fly the Northwest.
Birch Creek is a recent purchase made by the Confederated Tribes of Umatilla. Part of the reason that we made the purchase, it contains 248 acres of land. It has a nice Birch Creek that runs right through the middle of the property, so that comes into play for golfers. But more importantly for the tribe, it's an opportunity to deal with fish and wildlife habitat and so forth. And so that creek plays an important role in how we manage our environmental resources there in that basin. The course itself is fairly old. It was built in the 1950s. The course is lined by a lot of old growth trees. To me, because of all the trees, all the holes are pretty challenging. You got to keep it in the fairway. And then of course you have the creek that also provides some challenges. And the greens are Poa annua greens, and they are a little slick at times, and they play really tough. The Pendleton Country Club, or Birch Creek now, we do have some of the old amenities. It does have a swimming pool. It's available to the members and to our tribal community. The clubhouse is nice and spacious, and it allows us to have a lot of different events out there. And then of course we do offer wedding venues at both places, here at Wild Horse and at Birch Creek. As we talked about, the views are gorgeous there, and just you roll into it, you come down the hill, and you just see it just laid out there in front of you. And so the course is playing just fantastic.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
I don't know about you, but any water on a golf course, that's exactly where my ball ends up. All right, Dust Devil Geese, the sky cam tonight, 72. We see the sun setting, finally, beautiful night out there. Winds are light at 7 miles per hour. Now, we did have that cold front moving through. This is where it settled in. I was tracking some snow across the Rocky Mountains down into Wyoming, Montana. Again, that cold swath of air. Now, that's not going to stay. That's going to move on out. And in fact, we have a ridge of high pressure that's out on the Pacific. That's moving in. Now, there's a low pressure system that's keeping this system in Canada mainly. So snow there in the Canadian Rockies. But here, again, we'll have that ridge of high pressure, which means sunshine, warmer temperatures, going to be really, really nice for the next several days. Our futurecast, well, that'll prove it. There we go. Those clouds moving out tonight as we get into your Wednesday morning. Beautiful day, a little bit foggy on the west side of the state, but looking great. That will even dissipate and get nice as well. Thursday looking good as well, nice and clear skies moving through the afternoon. So beautiful weather if you're planning for a nice week ahead. Now we are tracking breezy and gusty winds. We were very windy a little while ago. It's starting to decrease slightly. These are the wind gusts right now in the Kittitas and Yakima Valley. We even saw some pretty gusty winds there in the Columbia River Gorge. Look for some breezy winds here in the Columbia Basin in the morning. Dayton area, foothills of the Blues, a little bit breezy, and again through those mountain gaps in the Kittitas and Yakima Valley. Winds will decrease in the afternoon on Wednesday, and as we move into our Thursday, those winds are going to be nice and light. It's going to be absolutely beautiful and pretty warm on Thursday. Here's our temperature trend again moving through the next 7 days. Look at that. We're above the average of 73, getting up to 77 on Sunday. Then we're going to see a change beginning on Monday with cooler temperatures and even some moisture moving back into the area. Yakima again above the average of 72, making it all the way to 77 on Sunday, and then the cool down comes on Monday. Let's take a look at our temperatures overnight tonight. Again, clear and breezy, especially in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. Pretty calm and nice elsewhere. We're in the 40s for most of the Yakima Valley, 50 degrees tonight in Ellensburg. Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities area, 40s and 50s here as well. 52 the warm warm spot, Hermiston, Prosser, and Hanford at 48, 47 tonight in Connell. Looking at the foothills of the Blues, again, a nice pleasant evening there. A little cooler in the upper 40s and low 50s. Pendleton at 47. Tomorrow's daytime highs, again, gorgeous in the 70s, 75 Tri-Cities, 60s and 70s here, Pendleton and Walla Walla, 75 and in the 70s there up the Yakima Kittitas Valley. Planning your day tomorrow, looking really nice. Look at that, lots of sunshine, 50s to start with. You'll be in the 70s by the midday. Same thing in the Tri-Cities, beautiful day with lots of sunshine. And looking into Walla Walla, slightly cooler there, but still hitting 70 degrees by the afternoon. And moving into that weekend, it is just going to be lovely. I like to give this kind of forecast for these fall days. Again, pretty in the Yakima area. Tri-Cities, gorgeous weather here, 77. Again, that warm spot. Those winds will die down on Thursday. Look at Friday. It's going to be nice as well. And then Wednesday through Friday here in the Walla Walla Valley. So gorgeous weather. It's just going to be very pleasant, and we warm up into the weekend. I'll get to your full 7-day forecast. Stay with us, though, where there's more coming up on Apple Valley News Now at 6:30.
Leading the way and hitting our mark for 30 years. Your locally owned and operated Arrow Construction Supply.
Carl's Jr.'s new Big Char Chili Burger is big on charbroiled flavor, big on smoky sweet heat with a whole charred Anaheim chili, and big on savings with the Big Char Chili Combo for just $7.99.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and Hermiston. Every location is conveniently located. And now, Smoke City for Less Hermiston has relocated to North 1st Street by AutoZone. An easy turnoff, $3.95 and you are there. For the lowest prices and largest selection of vape mods, the best batteries, tobacco products, Kratom, and specialty products too. Open 7 days a week, 5 locations, Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and the new location in Hermiston, off $3.95. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
What's better than the perfect cut of meat for a tasty meal? That's easy. The perfect cut of meat on sale.
Super One Foods 12-hour meat sale this Thursday only with great savings on USDA Choice Angus Beef New York Steak, $6.98 a pound. Limit 2 packages. Jennie-O Bone-In Turkey Breast, $1.98 a pound. Prairie Fresh Boneless Pork Loin Roast, $1.98 a pound.
Super One Foods 12-hour meat sale this Thursday only. The savings are sizzling.
Experience Minecraft like never before at Minecraft the Exhibition, now at the MAC. Explore the 3D world of the best-selling video game of all time and pop culture phenomenon in this dynamic and immersive exhibition. Step inside the blocky world of Minecraft based on actual in-game builds. Meet 15 life-size Minecraft creatures, including the explosive creeper and mysterious Enderman. Try the game and explore some epic creations from the community. Minecraft the Exhibition for players and non-players of all ages at the MAC in Spokane.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
He's the global superstar with over 63 million followers, Maluma. And this Thursday, his first live morning TV concert ever in America happens on GMA. And just wait till you see the surprise he's about to drop. Thursday on Good Morning America.
Carl's Jr.'s new Big Char Chili Burger is big on charbroiled flavor, big on smoky sweet heat with a whole charred Anaheim chili, and big on savings with the Big Char Chili Combo for just $7.99.
Leading the way and hitting our mark for 30 years. Your locally owned and operated Arrow Construction Supply.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
A piece of Star Wars history will go up for auction along with a lot of other movie memorabilia. The head of droid C-3PO is expected to sell for more than $1 million. It's one of 1,800 pieces of film and TV items in the auction held by Prop Store. This item, complete with light-up eyes, comes from the personal collection of the actor who played the droid, Anthony Daniels. All She Wants for Christmas Is You, the singer of those lyrics, is planning a Christmas tour. Mariah Carey, the self-proclaimed queen of Christmas, put out the details on social media. She says tickets for her Merry Christmas One and All tour go on sale Friday. Pre-sales start tomorrow. The tour is set to kick off at a casino in California on November 15th. Other stops include Los Angeles, Denver, Toronto, Chicago, Boston, Montreal, and Philadelphia. The tour will wrap up on December 17th at New York's Madison Square Garden. We'll find a look at your First Alert forecast when we come back.
Spicy chicken McNuggets, breaded in tempura and made with cayenne, are just the right amount of fire emoji, chili emoji, grinning face with sweat emoji, and wouldn't it be double fire emoji if they came back? Spicy chicken McNuggets, they're back. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Honey, that was my brother. Can we bring him dinner tomorrow? He's been having a hard time since his accident.
Of course. I know it's been tough. There's so many costs that his insurance doesn't even cover.
I know. The ramp to his front door, transportation, meal preparation. What if something happens to one of us?
We should plan to sit down soon. We can look through the long-term care benefits that we're earning with WA Cares.
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help.
Wait, hold up. DQ put fries and onion rings in a chicken strip basket? Did you know this? Oh, of course you did. It's sitting right in front of you. Sorry. I mean, you got fries and onion rings together. Is this for real?
Hey, baby, wait.
Oh, yep. That just got really real. Grab a chicken strip and fry rings basket.
Okay, just one. Just one.
DQ, happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
Vegas action is closer than you think. The fun is waiting for you at Nob Hill Casino. Come in and pull up a chair at your choice of blackjack, Pai Gow, Heads Up Hold'em, or High Card Flush and play with the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club to take your game to the next level and earn rewards for food, bowling, prizes, and cash. There's always a spot for you at Nob Hill Casino where the locals play.
Time for a new roof? Let M&M Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again. Plus, receive $1,000 off your new siding project for new construction as well as remodels. So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let M&M Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
The savings continue with BuyMart's latest savings book. See why over 1 million membership families save more at BuyMart. It's packed with 16 pages of store-wide savings, including sporting goods, Halloween candy and decor, and must-have pantry essentials. BuyMart's one-time $5 membership unlocks a lifetime of savings, and our employee owners are here to serve you. Save now with our latest savings book at BuyMart, your Northwest employee-owned membership store.
If something's missing in your morning without a McDonald's breakfast, then try a new bagel sandwich with fluffy egg, melty cheese, and your choice of a steak patty with grilled onion or bacon or sausage. Well, those will fill the void deliciously. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. We know the days are getting shorter, but there is still a lot of sunshine out there this week.
There is, and a lot of good weather in this fall. Let's go ahead and take a look at our first full week of October. It is gorgeous outside. Those temperatures, again, just slightly above average now, right in through the weekend. And then we'll start to see a shift beginning Monday with those clouds moving in, more chances of rain, and those cooler temperatures back. So I say, take full advantage of this beautiful week. Head up to the mountains, to the Cascades this weekend, and check out the beautiful fall colors out there.
Absolutely. Hopefully not no snow yet.
No snow just yet.
Thanks, Stacey, and thank you so much for watching. You can always find the latest on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com. We're back tonight at 11.